Hey everybody, hope you had a happy Memorial Day. I know I did. I looked torched. Believe it or not, I'm actually sober. It's just been a hell of a day. Um, that's the cat. I'm sitting in front of the refrigerator because I got a charge cord. And I got to talk about this before I forget because I'm exhausted. It's been a long Labor Day. So first off, hope everybody had a happy Labor Day. Good Labor Day. Fuck. Memorial Day. Memorial Day, yeah. Good job not remembering what day it was. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. Um, hope, hope narcissists didn't come in and ruin your holiday too much. Um, I saw a lot of people with family drama. So there's a couple of separations that I saw posts about. Smear campaign tactics, the usual par for the course. And one of the things that I tended to notice was the prevalence of the in-family smear campaign is what I would call it. And that's where, the smearing goes on in the family. And let me explain. So, in your extended family, and let's say this isn't directly related to you, but let's say your cousin, right? Your cousins, brothers, sisters, baby mamas, daddies, father's monkey had a chicken, right? Um, Through the levels of separation there, um, you may get a phone call and say, "Hey, ring, ring. Hey, did you hear? Bobby and Susan are apparently separated now. You know, your cousins, baby mamas, father's monkeys, chicken, whatever." And you're like, "No, I didn't hear that." And they say, "Yeah, apparently he was being abusive, or she was being abusive, or he was cheating, or she was cheating, something like that." So they're separated. Cool. Thanks for telling me. I know that my day just got better because of this. Thank you. Um, this seems like gossip, but it's more than that. It's the in family smear campaign, which is once a couple splits, and I'm sure you guys have all experienced this. When your world falls apart, the ripple effect goes out to the whole family, right? So this is just something now that I'm seeing in my clarity after being years removed from my situation. Um, this is how it appears on the other side. Um, you get news like this. Well, then the initial reaction is, oh, damn, well, she sounds like a real bitch, or he sounds like a dick. You know? Sorry for her. So it's instantly propagating winner and loser through the family network, which is not good. Um, and that's what it sounds like. It's the rumor. It's the gossip, right? It's the gossip. It's the rumor. It's the smear campaign. But really, it's preemptive defensive positioning, especially if you're in a family where these disorders and these types of behaviors, these types of conflicts are prevalent. Um, is basically battening down the hatches and preparing for positioning and side taking, right? So it really just comes down to, well, what this gossip literally translates to is, just to let you know, there's going to be some conflict over here on this corner of the family tree, family web, whatever structure their family is. There's about to be some conflict over here, and we just want you to know what side to be on, because we're going to have to look good as a unit. So here's your T-shirt, here's your uniform. Here's the wristbands, and sign up for blue team. blue team go, right? That's what it equates to. So this is a ripple effect that runs out ahead of you when you're actually in this situation. So by the time you start needing help and you start looking for help, people will have already heard stuff like, well, cheaters get what they deserve, abusers deserve to go to jail, that kind of shit, right? Now, we all know that whenever you're in a relationship like this, this is what I want to be very clear on. The one who's gonna need the most defense is the one who's in the wrong, right? And the one who's in the wrong usually takes preemptive defensive measures because deep down they know that they're in the wrong, and they know that they're gonna have to pull off this socially complex maneuver. You, on the other hand, you just pretty much get hit blindsided by it. So while you're trying to figure stuff out, advanced measures have already been taken. So what I'm saying is whenever you hear this gossip go around, where you hear relationship trouble, take it with a grain of salt. Do some investigating. Speak to both parties involved. Just reach out to both of them, one at a time, not together. Don't be stupid. And say, hey, Susan, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Okay, you good? If you need anything, let me know. Tell me about what happened. And they may or may not want to talk to you. Who knows? Both sides. And even more so, talk to somebody who's from the other side, right? So if these people in your family are usually, unless you're inbred, one of them is your blood relative and the other one is relative by marriage, right? So when you're on the outskirts, talk to both of them. Find out the story from both sides, because there's usually two sides to a coin. And chances are, that first unsolicited piece of little gossip that went out was advanced defensive posturing by the one who's at fault. Now, that's not a hard, fast rule. But I'm just saying, the odds are better than you think that it's not the fucking truth, okay? Because that's just usually it's the dishonest, misleading lie is the more interesting version of the story. All right, it's usually more interesting, and that's why it gets repeated, right? Because the truth is generally much less interesting. Right, so the ne'er-do-well person is gonna sell an inflated, more interesting, intriguing version of events, whereas the actual victim really just isn't really gonna want to talk to anybody about it, right? Like damn, because when you're in it, you're just trying to focus on what the hell is happening and just trying to get your, get your bearings, right? The one who is supposedly the victim, but as yet is coming out on top and going on this campaign trail, right? Like a politician. Where are they getting all that energy from? Where are they getting all that energy from? Because usually when you're the victim, it takes the piss out of you for a really long time. Like weeks, months. You don't just get energized when you're the actual victim. It drains your energy, right? Look for the one who gets sleepy and withdraws. Like that's your clue. Not the one who's going around proactive, with the media campaign, right? Now, as always, there are exceptions, right? Especially if you're a talker and you find out that you know, some shit's happened, and then you go and you spread the word to everybody about your personal life. But usually, more times than not, that's not the case. Usually the one who's actually in the victim position is so consumed by fatigue and finding their footing and just figuring out what their next move is, because this has all been blindsided by them. The perpetrator already has all their next moves planned out, and they have such limitless energy in executing it that, you know, it's like, damn, so he was abusing you, huh? Well, good thing you've had a plan this whole time, because it seems to not really affect you. You must be a very strong, independent person. You know, I admire your strength and your courage. No, that's usually not how it works. So anyways, that's about all I got. The only other thing I'll add, when you get these phone calls from people you know, family members, etc., to talk gossip, the only thing that should come out of your mouth is to say, no, I haven't heard. What can you tell me, right? Or even more, like, because they say, hey, have you heard about so-and-so? And you say, well, here, let me call them and talk to them, right? Immediately, your first reaction should be, well, let me call them and talk to them. I should call them and reach out, make sure that everything's okay. See what they say. No, don't call them. I don't think this is a good time. Really? This seems like the perfect fucking time to reach out and help somebody. Why would you tell me it's not a good time? This is a dandy time to be helping people. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a divorce and moving out in a whole house full of shit that's going to have to be boxed up. Why would you tell me not to reach out? You know? So you do that. Don't just blindly follow along with, no, I haven't heard. Do please tell me everything. No, because it's gonna be trash. That's all it is. It's just trash talk. You say, damn, that's sad. I should totally call Bob and whoever the abuser or the cheater is, right? Just put that out there. Just put it down to shock. Whoever is the supposed perpetrator. Bob beat Sally up, and now Sally's separating and leaving him. I doubt that. You know, that's your position that you should take. Because granted, if you're wrong, Bob really did beat up Sally, then no harm, no foul. You haven't changed anything, right? You say, well, okay, it sounds hard to believe. I'm sure you had your doubts too. I had my doubts. Proven wrong. I've been wrong before. Right? No harm. But if you just blindly go along with it, and you just accept it as fact without first digging in a little deeper, then you're no better than a flying monkey. You know, you're just going along with the crowd, you know, just going with the tides. You're no better than anybody else if you don't do that. You know, so you know, think about it. And once again, I'm saying yes, there are exceptions to the rules. I'm saying it's not a hard and fast rule. I'm just saying generally, it's a lot more helpful to risk being wrong in the beginning and then just admit you're wrong. Chances are, you know going into it, well, you know, I could be wrong on this, but that doesn't sound right. So let me explore. You can always say later, well, yeah, I sided with Bob initially because the story just sounded too outlandish to be true, and I wanted to find out for myself. Found out, you know, I was wrong. It happens. So, anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please comment below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.